Addition, subtraction and comparison of fractions. Then I'll tell you role of numerator in the addition and subtraction, also in the comparison. Then ascending and descending orders. This point is very important. Okay. Finally, word problems. These are also important. So with the examples related to every point, we'll go through this video. See this carefully. Now, to add or subtract fractions, maybe 2 or 3 fractions, we need to make them like fraction. Okay? Because after making them like fractions, it will be easier to add or subtract them. And what are the like fractions? Which have equal denominator. Okay? Equal denominator. Example, 2 upon 7 and this 5 upon 7. As you can see, 7 is the denominator, so both these are called like fractions. If they don't have equal denominator, they are not like fractions. So to use this property, we can easily add or subtract the given fractions. Now sometimes denominator is not same. For example, if it is not same, then what we will do? So we are doing here some calculations, and it is important because after converting them into like fraction, it will be easier. As you can see, 2 upon 5 and 8 upon 7 are given, both the fractions. We want to convert them into like fractions. So consider the denominators as they are 5 and 7. Okay, look very carefully. Denominators are 5 and 7 and LCM of both these is 35. So again, if you remember the tables, you can easily find the LCM and HCF also. So in the first number, how can we make 5 equal to 35? We can multiply by 7. So we multiply both the numerator and denominator by 7. Now we convert 2 upon 7 as 14 upon 35. So we'll multiply by 7 upon 7. Now it is converted into a fraction, that is 14 upon 35. And second fraction, 8 upon 7. Now it is converted into 40 upon 35. How? See the denominator, that is 7. In 8 upon 7, the denominator is 7. As we know, the LCM is 35. How can we make 7 equal to 35? Multiply by 5. Okay. So 7 is multiplied by 5, but also 8 will be multiplied by 5. Now we will write 5 upon 5, and after multiplying, 8 5 is 40, 7 5 is 35. You can see that in both these numbers, the denominator is 35. And I told you, if denominators are equal, they are like fractions. It doesn't matter what is the value of numerator. So we have converted both the fractions into like fractions. Okay. Now based on this concept, we will solve some questions. First question is 2 minus 3 upon 8. Okay. Now by following the procedure, we can write 2 as 2 upon 1, because 1 can be the denominator of any number, minus 3 upon 8. Now see, the denominators are not same, as they are 1 and 8. So the LCM is 8, we know. Now how to make 1 equal to 8? We can multiply 8, because we know 1 multiplied by 8 is 8. So both the numerator and denominator are multiplied by 8. Hence we can write 2 upon 1 multiplied by 8 upon 8, and it becomes 16 upon 8. So I have written it directly. You can do this calculation in your mind. It is 2 upon 18. sorry, it is 16 upon 8. Okay, so it is converted into 16 upon 8. And what about 3 upon 8? It will be as it is, because we want that both the fractions have equal denominator. Now we want to subtract them. As you know that if the denominator are same, then do the subtraction as it is written in the numerators. So it is 16 minus 3 upon 8 and equal to 13 upon 8. So we can say that 2 minus 3 upon 8 is equal 13 upon 8. Here I am interested to tell you a very beautiful trick. So look this seriously and listen very carefully. Actually what we are doing, 2 minus 3 upon 8. No need to take LCM and this calculation. The trick is that do this multiply, 8 2 is 16, and do the subtraction in this way. 16 minus 13 is 16 minus 3 is 13. So the answer will be 13 upon 8, and this is the answer. But this cannot be used to solve the questions. You have to follow this process. Okay. Next is, again this is the question of addition of fractions. 3 upon 5 and 2 upon 7. Both the denominators are not same. So LCM of 5 and 7 is 35. Now to make 5 equal to 35, we multiply it by 7. So here this denominator can be multiplied by 7. Now we multiply first fraction in this way, because we cannot write only 7. We have to write numerator also, that is equal to 7. So after doing this multiply, we are getting 3 7 are 21. Here it is 21, and 5 7 are 35. It is 35. Again in the second fraction, what is that? It is 2 upon 7. As we know LCM is 35. So how to make 7 equal to 35? We multiply by 5. So we will write 5 above also. Now it is 2 5 are 10 and 7 5 are 35. So we are getting this fraction. Finally we have converted both the denominators equal to 35. As you can see, 35 are equal. So take the LCM 35 and add both the numerators as it is, 21 plus 10, and the answer is 31 upon 35. Okay, you may be confused, but you can pause the video and listen carefully. Okay, revise the video again, and I am sure that you will understand this process of adding the fractions. And same method is used to subtract the fractions. The difference is the only of addition and subtraction. Rest of the things are same. Now again here 3 fractions are added together. Okay, no problem. It doesn't matter how many numbers you are adding, you have to follow the process. As you can see that denominators are 10, 5 and 2. There are 3 denominators. And what is the LCM? 10 obviously. So it is 10, and for the first fraction that is 7 upon 10, it's already 10. We don't need to multiply by any number. Now second fraction is 2 upon 5. So we want to make 5 equal to 10. It means below we will multiply by 2. So we will also write 2 here, and it becomes 2 2 is 4 upon 10. Here 4 upon 10. We have also done this. Now third fraction is 3 upon 2, as this is 3 upon 2. Now we want to make 2 equal to 10. So we multiply by 5. Okay, both the values will be multiplied by 5. As you can see, it is 15 upon 10. So we have written the third fraction. Finally we want to add them. So now it's easier, as the denominator is same in all the cases, that is 10. And you know that if denominator is same, we will add all the numerators, that is 7 plus 4 plus 15. Now it is 26, so the answer will be 26 upon 10. Okay, so I hope that these are helpful for you to understand about the fractions, their additions and subtractions. Now in the next slide, in like fractions, these are important. If you remember this, it will be easier to determine which of the fractions is bigger or which of the fractions is smaller, because this is an important point and question are asked from this topic. If the denominators are same as we are doing in these questions, then bigger numerator tells the bigger fraction and smaller numerator tells the smaller fraction. Okay, listen again. If in 2, 3 or 4 fractions, okay, denominators are same, then the numerator will be used to decide which fraction is bigger or which is smaller. For example, see carefully, if a fraction is 2 upon 7 and 3 upon 7, okay, here denominator is same in both the cases, but numerators are different. So this is the smaller numerator, this is bigger. It means this 2 upon 7 is the smaller fraction and 3 upon 7 is the bigger fraction. So it's very easy, okay, because smaller numerator means smaller fraction, bigger numerator means bigger fraction. Okay, I hope you got it. Come to next point, ascending and descending order. Students, if you know that which fraction is smaller or which is bigger, then obviously you can write them in ascending or descending order. Not a big difference is there between both. If you change the order of ascending numbers, they are converted into descending and vice versa. So to know about ascending and descending, there are 2 steps. First is make all the denominators same as we are doing in the previous questions. So you have to make all the denominators same, then start from smaller and bigger numerators. It means again, smaller numerator means small fraction, bigger numerator means bigger fraction, and we use some mathematical operators to write the ascending and descending, as they are called the sign also. There are 2 signs. This one is for bigger than, this one is called for less than. So both the numbers are used. For example, if I write 2 and 3, then which symbol I use here? That is smaller than 3. Again, if I write 1 here, what symbol I use? Bigger than 1. So these are the mathematical operators. As addition, subtraction, we use plus and minus sign. Simply for bigger and smaller numbers, we use these signs. Now you have to remember both these steps. Okay, there is a question, write in ascending order. Now 2 fractions are given, 3 upon 4 and 5 upon 6. So LCM of 4 and 6 is 12, okay, because 12 comes in the tables of 4 and 6 very first. Now in the first fraction 3 upon 4, we want to convert 4 into 12, means 4 is multiplied by 3. So we will multiply 3 upon this fraction by 3 upon 3, and this 3 becomes 3 3 is 9 and 4 becomes 4 3 is 12. So the first fraction is converted into 9 upon 12, as you can see here. What about second fraction? So remember the LCM 12, and this 6 is converted into 12 as multiplied by 2. So we multiply both numbers by 2, as this 5 is converted as 10, 5 to 10, 6 is converted into 12. So finally we have 9 upon 12, and see the numbers which are in the blue circle, 9 upon 12 and 10 upon 12. Denominators are same, and I told you the bigger numerator tells the bigger fraction and smaller numerator tells the smaller fraction. As 9 is less than 9 is less than 10, it means 9 upon 12 is a smaller fraction and 10 upon 12 is the bigger fraction. So here 9 upon 12 comes from 3 upon 4. We can write, okay, you have to give the reason. As 9 is less than 10, it means 3 upon 4 is less than 5 upon 6. So question is very interesting. Okay, you can see it again. Hence we can find that which fractions are bigger and smaller, and then we can tell about ascending and descending order. Okay, next, arrange in ascending order. Here is an example, and I hope you will see this carefully, understand the examples, and you will give the answer of the questions in your assignment. Okay, as you can see, three fractions are given: 2 upon 9, 2 upon 3 and 8 upon 21. So first we will take LCM, that is 63. Okay, now convert 2 upon 9, this 9 into 63. As you can feel that 9 is multiplied by 7 to get 63. So we multiply this 2 upon 9 by 7 upon 7. Okay, in this way 2 upon 9 into 7 upon 7, that is equal to 14 upon 63. So we got that 2 upon 9 can be written as 14 upon 63. In the blue circle you can see the number. Second fraction is 2 upon 3. Now the denominator 3 is converted into 63. So multiplied by 21. This whole fraction is multiplied by 21. We get 42 upon 63. Okay. Again last fraction is 8 upon 21. So here as you can see that 21 will be multiplied by 3 to get 63, and the whole fraction is multiplied by 3 upon 3. Okay, let's see again. It is 8 upon 21. As we know the LCM is 63, it means 21 is multiplied by 3. Again numerator also multiplied by 3. Finally we have 24 upon 63. Finally we have arrived at the end of this question, and we have converted all these fractions into like fractions because all have same denominator, and the smaller numerator means smaller fraction, bigger means bigger fraction. So first we will write the reason as 42 is less than 24, that is less than 42, and 41 comes, that 14 comes from 2 upon 9, then 24 comes from 8 upon 21. Finally 40 that is 42 comes from 2 upon 3. So we can write these fractions as in ascending order, and if you change the order they will come in the descending order. Okay students, I hope you got it. So revise few points here. Very first I want to tell you that to subtract or add the fractions, they are converted into like fractions. And what are the like fractions? Those fractions which have equal denominators are called like fractions. 2 upon 7 and 5 upon 7. Okay, and you may think about some more fractions like 1 upon 7 and 5 upon 7. Obviously they are the like fractions. Don't think about the numerator, whatever it is. Okay, next is sometimes denominator is not same. Now if denominator is same then it's alright, but if it is not same you have to convert the denominator as they becomes equal. So multiply the fraction by proper number, you can convert it in this way. Okay, now there are few examples. Okay, this one you can see, this one also, and here is a very important concept. Again, I want to let you revise that if denominators are same, then bigger numerator, actually the numerator plays a very important role. Okay, so bigger numerator tells that it is a bigger fraction, and smaller numerator tells that it is a smaller fraction. Okay, I hope you are getting it properly. Okay, have a nice time. Thank you.